Okay.
Nice.
Cantor's not here. I get to do a Shlomo Carlebach niggin because that's what I do. Bim, bum, biddy, biddy, bum, biddy, biddy, bim, bum, biddy, biddy, bum, biddy, bum, biddy, bum, biddy, bum, bum, bim, bum, biddy, biddy, bum. Biddy, biddy, bim, bum, biddy, biddy, bum, biddy, bum, biddy, bum, biddy, biddy, bum. All right. By way of getting us into the right Shabbos mood, this is a very important question on which the future of Judaism may well depend. Do you eat regular gefilte fish or sweet gefilte fish?
Sweet.
Who's or not?
Mute. Everybody's muted. No one can answer you.
Oh,
Sweet gefilte fish, rakeach, sweet
Everybody was
Vienna.
supposed to be muted. Sorry, Rachel. Bye.
It's okay.
All right. Does anybody? I eat sweet gefilte fish because my mother was a Galiciana. Does anybody eat regular gefilte fish?
I unmuted everybody. Everybody's unmuted. Go ahead.
Okay.
If I
This is
make
very
a
important.
mistake and buy the wrong bottle.
What? Oh, you should
My
buy it.
husband Jack was Galiciana.
Okay.
Jack Silverman was Galiciana.
Yes. Let him rest.
Abelifak.
Yes. Yes. And because my father was Litvak and my mother was Galiciana, which explains why half of me is supposed to steal horses from the other half. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell that story on some other occasion.
Yeah, maybe put it in the fridge.
He is champing at the bit. Okay, so all right, Chazan, are you frozen or no? You're there.
No, I'm not frozen.
He's not frozen.
I
Frozen.
am fresh.
Yes.
I am fresh. Okay, I see there Rachel. So Rachel is going to sing with us. So I'm going to let her do whatever she knows.
1 minute. Let me just mute everybody. 1 second, Cantor. Hold on. I'll unmute her afterwards. 1 second. Unmute you.
Mrs. Shapiro.
Rabbi, and unmute Rachel. Okay, you guys are all set.
All right.
Okay, so we are going to start on page number 13. 13, singing, following Rachel with Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem.
Yes.
You know that one. I know.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Orchuni L'Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Say,
Shalom.
Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Very good. Thank Thank you so much. Now we are on page number 14. Yedid nefesh barachama, yedid nefesh barachama, meshucham decha, beretzonecha, meshucham decha. Ya la 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 retzonecha. Ya rotzamdecha kemoya ishtacha belay lay 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 emulalecha. Very good, my friends. Now we are going to really start the Psalms parts on page number 15, singing together Lechunera Nena. I think that Rachel, you know that? Lechunera Nena, yes?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay. Fast. 1, 2, 3.
Lechunirandena, lechunirandena, lechunirandena ladonai. Lechunirandena, lechunirandena, lechunirandena ladonai. Noria, Noria, Litzor Yishenu, Nikad Mafanav Bitoja. Naria, Naria, Litzor Yishenu, Bismira, Rialo, Lechunerana, 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 Ladonai, Lechunerana, 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 Ladonai.
Arbahim shanaku bedore, baumaram toile babehem, bemlo yadu de la hachai, asher mishvati be'api, yihim yevo el menuchati. Page number 16. Shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai, kol shiru l'Adonai, shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai, kol shiru l'Adonai, baruchu shemo, basru miyom leyom yeshuato, shiru l'Adonai, baruchu shemo. Basru yom leyom Yeshua. Okay, we continue. Rabbi, why don't we do a responsive reading?
I usually do it around my riff. Do you want to do it now?
Yeah, this is a very nice psalm. The Psalm 96.
On page 16, Psalm 96. Here we go. Sing a new song to Adonai. Acclaim Adonai, all people on earth. Sing to Adonai. Proclaim each day God's awesome might. Pronounce to the world God's glory and wonders. For Adonai is great, deserving of praise. Adonai alone is to be revered as God. All the gods of the nations are nothingness, but Adonai created the heavens. Majesty and might accompany God. Splendor and strength adorn God's sanctuary. Acknowledge Adonai, all families of nations. Acclaim God's majestic power. Acknowledge God's glory and bring him tribute. Worship Adonai in resplendent reverence. Let the earth tremble in God's presence. Declare to the world, Adonai is sovereign. God has steadied the world which stands firm and judges all nations with fairness. Let the heavens rejoice. Let the earth be glad. Let the sea and all it contains exult. Let field and forest sing for joy. Adonai comes to rule the earth, to judge the world justly, the nations with faithfulness. word-
Yismechu.
Yes, the word there is emunah. Emunah means belief, faith, and it's related to the word amen. When we say amen, it shows I believe. Okay, and even if I don't believe now, I'm working on it.
Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim.
Hashamayim,
Yismechu
Hashamayim.
Hashamayim,
Yismechu
Hashamayim, Hashamayim.
Yiramaya, 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 Umlo, Yiramaya, 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 Umlo, Yalo sabe kola sharbo, asira nemo, kola sayar, Nible Adorai Kiba, Kiba, Ishponare, Ishpon, Nivel Betzede, Be'amim, Be'emunato.
Yashkoach. All right. Are we continuing? Are we lachadadin?
With the Hadodi, Rachel, you have to pick one that has to be happy and fasting.
Yes. What page?
21.
21.
21. Okay. Lechadodi li krakala, pene Shabbat nikabela. Lechadodi li krakala, pene Shabbat nikabela. Shamor chor b'di borecha ishmiyanu Yuchad Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad L'Shem U'Tiferet L'Tila L'Chadodi L'Ikrat Kala B'nei Shabbat N'Kabela L'Ikrat
Shabbat.
V'nelcha ki hi mekor ha'echa merosh mikedem nisucha sof ma'aseh b'machshava tchila lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat Kabbalah.
Last paragraph on page number 22,
And you may rise.
and face to your door. So you let the queen come in. Oh,
Melody, you want for that? Yep.
Oi beshalom, ateret balam,
Simcha.
Betzolato chebunei, ahatzula, oi chala.
Lechadodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela.
Thank you so much.
All right. Page 23. I believe this one will do silently.
Okay, we start silently and then we finish with Tzadik Azamar. Mizmor Shin Leyom Shabbat Tov Le'Adonai. Tzadikata.
Yifrach keresh b'chanon yizkeh shetulim bebeit Adonai b'chatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yinuvon B'Seva Tishenim Verananim Yinu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri V'lo
All right.
Very
Continuing.
good. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And
We'll turn
now
now the Baruch Hu, which means
that you are going to talk.
I always talk. I'm a big talker. Okay. The Torah portion is Devarim, which is the 5th of the 5 books. And mostly it's a recap. I wrote about it. I gave an essay about it. And traditionally, what they talk about is that you've got the Dor HaYetziyah and the Dor HaMidbar. This is the generation of the wilderness. They were born into freedom. They never knew slavery. So Moses has to tell them, and this is everything that happened up to this point. He doesn't have to say this to the Dor HaYetziyah, to the generation of the Exodus, because they're all dead. I mean, with one thing and another, going back to the giving of the Torah on Mount Sinai, what did the Israelites do when Moses was on top of Mount Sinai getting the Torah? What were they doing? Right, they were having an orgy. Later on, they camp out near the Moabites. The Moabites entice them. The Israelites are very enticable, and they have yet another orgy. And every time they have an orgy, what does God do? He smites them. My favorite orgy, it's not really an orgy. This is where they're tired of eating manna. And they say, we want meat, give us meat. And Moses consults with God, and God says, well, come on, you're in the middle of the wilderness. It's not like I can send you to Glicks. So instead, God sends a flock of quail, and the Israelites trap the quail in nets. Now, how they shecht the quail, how they slice the throat of the quail, I'm not really sure, because quail are really very tiny. I remember when my mother would go through periods where she would serve the same food Shabbat after Shabbat after Shabbat. But of course, this is back when it was called Shabbos. So first she went through her cholent period. Then she went through her chop meat period. Then she went through her chicken period. And it was always the same chicken. I got a breast, my sister got a breast, and my parents got a thigh and a drumstick. So that went on. And then my mother discovered Cornish game hens. Have you ever had a Cornish game hen? A Cornish game hen is about the size of a softball. And we each got a Cornish game hen. Well, quails are smaller than Cornish game hens. And allegedly, after the Israelites finished cutting their throats and plucking them, have you ever flicked a Cornish game hen, or a quail especially, and they're eating the quail? While the quail is between their teeth, God smites them with a plague. I tell you, it's like you can't catch a break. It's really quite a thing. So I'm not going to talk about the Torah reading. No, not at all. Just disregard everything I said up to this point. This is a serious thing. According to Kabbalah, we live in the Olam HaTikun. What is Tikkun? Does anybody know what Tikkun Olam is? Tikkun? It was a magazine out of San Francisco. Okay, Tikkun means, sorry, what? Okay, fixing.
To care for?
Yes, well, it means fixing. It means fixing. Tikkun Olam is generally fixing the world. But in this case, we're talking about the world of rectification. Everything can be fixed. Whether you agree with this or not, that is nonetheless the point of view which Reb Nachman of Bratslav held, that everything can be fixed. However, we no longer live in a world of fixing. Do you remember back in my old neighborhood, there was a little Italian man, and I'm not being racist, I'm just doing that as a referent. He was the knife sharpener. He had a wheel. It was, I suppose, a flint or a stone wheel, which worked by a crank. And he would come down the street, and as soon as he arrived in the neighborhood, all the balabustas, all the housewives, would run and get their knives, because they knew that the man kept kosher, but you could only get the fleshig knives. And he would hold the knife against the wheel, and he would turn the crank with his other hand, and the sparks would fly off the blade of the knife. And he only charged a nickel or something. But we knew that once this little man had finished sharpening the knives, they could cut anything, because that was the age in which many of us grew up, which was the age of fixing things. Now, I have a pair of scissors, 2 pair of scissors in my drawer, which are as sharp as when my mother used to have them. They've never been sharpened. They're entirely metal. If you go to the store, if you go to Office Max or whatever, and you buy a scissor, what do they sell you? They sell you this thing. Is this thing capable of cutting as closely as my mother's scissor? I think not. You can't even get this thing to open and close properly. It's terrible. And I have another one just like it. And I won't tell you what brand it is. But you see, what do I do with that scissor when I don't want it anymore? I throw it out. We no longer fix things, you see? We no longer live in an age of rectification. What was the first nation on this planet to suffer the effects of COVID-19? Exactly, Japan. And after the weeks and months of husbands and wives being stuck in the apartment with each other, when they left, what did they do? They got divorced. You see, even people are disposable. What should they have done in the spirit of rectification? They should have gone for counseling. Okay. Now, thank God with me and my wife, everything is fine. But do you understand what we're talking about here? We are living in a world, you will never again see the little old man, the knife sharpener. You will never, well, maybe I'll bring it to shul sometime and show you. See my mother's pair of scissors, of which there are 2, and they're all metal. But so often today, it is easier to just fling off another human being, whether it's a friend or a life partner. And when you get divorced, what do you think is going to happen? I'll go to the store and I'll get a brand new one, better than the previous one. Why would you want to do such a thing? The old one is all broken in. You understand each other. You finish each other's jokes. You roll your eyes as much as you possibly can. What I am telling you now is it's better to live in the Olam HaTikun, the world of rectification. Everything broken can be mended. That again is Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav. So this Shabbos, what I wish you is, everything should be shalom, but not just peace. Shalom from the root shalem, wholeness, completion, and don't buy any crappy scissors. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos, and we'll proceed now to more davening. Thank you.
Shabbat Shalom. Okay, let's do the Baruch on page number 28.
28. And we've got the Baruch.
Barechu et Adonai Mevorach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Li'olam Voed.
Baruch Adonai Mevorach. Li'olam Voed.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. אשר בדברו בנים ורבים בחוכמה פותח שנים ובגדולה משנה עתים ואחרים את הזמנים ועשרת הכוכבים במשפטיהם הרקיע כרצונו וליום ולילה גולל אור מפני חושך וחושך מפני אור ומעביר יום ומגן לילה ומבדיל בין יום ולילה אדוני צבאות שמו אל חי וקיים, המתאמנים לא חלינו לא לעבד, ברוך אתה אדוני, הבנים עליו.
Amen. Page 29. After Cantor is finished doing the Hebrew on 29, we'll read that very short reading on the lower left below the line. We'll do that after the Hebrew.
Okay, Rachel, are you ready? Ahavat Olam,
Yep. Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shachbeinu u'b'kumenu Nasiach b'chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha U'v'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu V'yorech yameinu V'yorech yameinu Uvahem neged yomam v'layla V'ahavatacha tesir mimenu le'olamim Baruch atah Adonai
Baruch hu Baruch Shemo.
Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Amen.
Okay, we're going to read together the bottom four lines on the lower left of 29, but they're both 29. I just want to correct the prayer book. We do Shema 3 times a day. We do it in the morning, we do it in the evening, and we do a Kriyat Hashma Hamita. We say the Shema before we go to sleep. When I was in high school, they said to us, Rabbosai, be sure to have your head covered when you say the Shema in bed. And I raised my hand and I said, I don't sleep with a yarmulke on. And even if I did, it would fall off. They said, no, what you do is you arch your head up so that that part of your head is touching the pillow. Isn't that wonderful? And that's how we did the Shema on the bed. Isn't that odd? Also, I want to tell you, if you have a math test the next day, do not put the textbook under your pillow so the stuff should sink into your head while you're sleeping, because all you get is a headache. All right. I'm glad I was able to clear that up for you. Let's read together. We now prepare to affirm God's sovereignty, freely pledging God our loyalty as witnesses to revelation. Thrice each day by reciting the Shema, we lovingly reaffirm that loyalty through our acceptance of mitzvot. There's the Shema on page 30. Cover the eyes. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Uncover the eyes. Baruch Shem Kivod, Malchuto Liolam Voed. All right, let's do the V'ahavta on the Hebrew so we don't fall out of trim. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol miotecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha ayom alevavecha Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'beitecha u'v'lechtecha v'derech uv'shachtecha u'v'kumecha u'geshartam leotal yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha u'chatavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Now we'll continue silently to the end of the tzitzit paragraph on page 31.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם
Page 32.
In the middle of the page. Yalai la 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 la, yalai la la la, yalai la 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 la, yalai la la, ayalai la 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 la, yalai la la, ayalai la 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 la, yalai la la. Noran behiloto sefelle, Noran behiloto sefelle, la 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 la, Bene Matifaola Yediako, Fugiano Yakaza, Dimenu, Parukadana, Israel.
Amen. All right, on 33, we'll keep the names of our beloved ill in mind, thinking about them. And as always, we think about our fellow human beings who are suffering from COVID and praying for them to have Refu'ahShelemah. Israel is going through their own sort of COVID re-outbreak, and they're thinking of shutting it down. Let's read together and keep the names in mind, because I can't hear them. Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us, our gracious and merciful ruler. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all his people Israel, over Jerusalem and the entire world. Ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha, baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Shemo,
Borei sukat shalom aleinu v'al kol ha'amo Yisroel, v'al Yerushalayim, v'al kol ha'olam kulo.
Amen.
34 is the Vishamru.
Shamru bene
Bnei Israel et Shabbat Endorotam Beritoram Beini Uben Bnei Israel Hoti Leolam Hoti Leolam Hoti Leolam Veshamru Bnei Israel et Shabbat
לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם.
כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ
אמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם בברית עולם.
וביום השביעי שבת בנפש, שבת בנפש, שבת בנפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לתורתם ברית עולם. Okay, Chatzi Kaddish, I cannot help.
Please rise.
I cannot help having Sarah Spearer there and not having her sing the Chatzi Kaddish. So I'm gonna unmute her. You have to unmute yourself, Sarah.
She? Yeah.
There, Chatzi Kaddish.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמך רבה
Amen.
בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון ובימיכון ובחיי דכו בית ישראל בגלה בזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן ישמח רב המברך לעולם עולם מימיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בימה ויאמרו אמן.
All right, 35B to 38. When you're done, you may be seated.
Okay, it's a silent Amidah. I'm going to ask Sarah to just sing slowly and quietly a tune, an inspirational tune, so you can be able to have the mist of a better concentration for the Amidah. Sarah.
Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi agite ilatecha. Adonai my mouth may declare your glory. Lai, 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 la, 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 lai, la, la, lai, la, la, lai. Lai, la, lai, la, 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 lai, la, la, lai, la, la, lai, la, lai.
Shalom Imroma, we say Shalom, Shalom Aleinu. Ose Shalom Imroma, we say Shalom, Shalom Aleinu. Ose Shalom Imroma, Yase Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, Yase Shalom,
Yase
Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Yase Shalom, Yase Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Israel, Yase Shalom, Yase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Israel, Yase Shalom, Yase Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Rabbi Mark.
Yes.
I didn't, you are not speechless.
Well, I spoke before.
Okay, so you can say where we are going now.
Where we are going now. Okay. Did we do Shalom Rav? I like Shalom Rav.
No, it's okay. We finished the Amidah. We are going now to the page.
That's, well, it would have been the Kiddush.
40.
The Aleinu, right?
48. One before the Kiddush.
Okay, so, okay, full Kaddish.
48, full Kaddish. Sarah, I'm going to make you work, but I'm not going to split my salary with you. So, sing.
You got a 2-for-1 tonight.
Yeah, 48, but at least we have, you are the pretty, I am the beast. But so they have this night here. 48, Kaddish Shalem.
יתגדל ויקרש שמך רבה.
Amen.
ילמד דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון ובמיכון ובחריכות בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו
Amen.
יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולמי עמיה יתברך ויתברך וישתבח ויפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה
בריחו
בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בימה וימרו אמן קבץ לא תון ובתון בכל ישראל קודם ובהון דרישמיה וימרו אמן יהי שלום הרבה בין שמיה בחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו אמן עושה שלום במרמיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ויאמרו אמן.
Now, yes, is
Now
the
the
time of the Aleinu.
Yes.
Rachel is going to be in charge of the Aleinu.
Okay.
51. Please
51.
rise.
Aleinu.
Gabeach ladon hakol, la take the tula liotze breshit, shelo asanu kukyo yeharatzot, velo samanu kemishpachot rakama, shelo sam chelkenu kohen, v'goralenu kechol hamunah, v'anachnu korim, ومشتغلين وموتين مخي عمرين فكرتوش برسول
Teshamaim Yosef
Haaretz,
Shavikaro Vashamayim Mimah Ushkina Tuso
who Elohim
Emakayelo Efesulato Kakatov Betorato Veyadatayo Veyadatayo Mashemota El Babeka
Ki Adonai hu Elohim
Eino Venemar Vehaya Adonai Lemelech al Kolaris Ayomahu Yeh Adonai Echad Ushemo
All right, the mourner's Kaddish. If you're not saying Kaddish, you may be seated. We do think about all those who lost their lives during this terrible plague. We also dedicate a prayer to the brave scientists who are pressing on in their hunt for a vaccine and a cure. And one day we will be able to say that we lived through this. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabba, amen. Yalma divra chirute v'yamlich malchute. V'chayechon v'mechon v'chayei t'chol beit Yisrael. V'agalau v'zman kariv v'yamru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabba mevorach li'olam ulmeil maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. Yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Li'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, Tamiran bi'alma v'imru amen.
Amen.
Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya. L'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen.
Ose shalom b'mromav. Huya says shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Amen.
Please be seated. Now a few words from our wonderful temple president, Ms. Rita Fleming Klein.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's wonderful to be with you. Rachel, Sarah, thank you so much for gracing our Shabbat service. I miss you in person very much, and I'm looking forward to when we're together again. But your voices are so gorgeous, and thank you, thank you. I have more thank yous. I want to thank Alana Dixon, who came into Temple this week, which is no small deed in these dangerous days. She came in to help with the next mailing project, which is going out the first week in August. Alana, thank you so much. Another thank you to Laura Durant and Sherry Field Almares, who I know you got calls already about the sisterhood flowers and the holiday cards. All of these things make temple work. All of these things keep our temple going. And I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I have an announcement to make that will make all of you who love to come to Saturday morning services very happy. You can't come actually, but we are going to be having services, Saturday morning services, beginning next Saturday at 10 in the morning. The services are going to be live streamed from our beautiful sanctuary because our new camera system is in, and it'll be the first time that it's going to be used for everyone, but you'll be able to feel like you're in temple again, but all of you will be safe, and that's all that we want, just to keep you safe and healthy, and I guess the word is going on and learning how to go on in these difficult times. It's a little different, but we all have each other, and we're bonded in faith and in love. And I send to you from our home to yours our wishes for the most beautiful Shabbat, and I look forward to seeing you again. And a special hi to Jordan. Hi, Jordan.
Hi,
Hi, sweetheart. Good to
hi,
see
Rita.
you. Hi, my love.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, good Shabbos.
Good Shabbos. Thank you so much. All right, this is a shameless plug because it's the time of year when folks start thinking about joining a shul. And I think I may be preaching to the choir on this one. But if you like what we are doing, if you like how we sound, if you like what we say, most of it, please spread the word. We really, I don't think I could say it any more plainly. We need your membership. We need your friends' membership. We need your great aunt Sylvia's membership. So give her a call after Shabbos and tell her. Okay, thank you so much. We love you all, really.
Okay, muy bien. So I guess that we are going to end our service singing Adonolam. So Adonolam has a structure that you can split the melody in many times. So to avoid this kind of noises when we are not on the same track, so we are going to take turns, yeah, yes, to sing the Adonolam. So I'm gonna let Rachel to be the first one, yeah, because she's the mame here. Then the daughter, yeah. Then the rabbi, because he's the rabbi.
Oh, yeah.
And then the cantor. Yeah, and the last one, everybody together, and as we say in English, que sera, sera.
Okay.
Okay, que se va, se va. So, Rachel, you are, first of all, thank you for singing. You have a beautiful voice, and Sarah took it from you, yeah. And so to have another cantor that is free in this moment to sing with us is a blessing. And so you are welcome to be with us as many times as that you want.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome. And let's sing Adoraram, okay?
Mhm.
Rachel, Sarah, David, Javier, okay? And the last one, que se va, se va.
Adon Olam Hashem Alach B'terem Kol Yitzir Nivra V'yet Nasa V'chafza Kol Azai Melech Shemo Nikra Azai Melech Shemo
Sarah.
אחרי ככלות הכל לבדו ימלוך נורא והוא היה והוא עובד והוא יהיה בתפארה והוא יהיה בתפארה.
David.
V'en sheni v'ham shilo v'ha'ira v'li reshi v'li tachlit v'lo ha'oz v'ha'misra v'lo ha'oz v'ha'misra
Ve'u Eli Bechai Goanim Ve'u Be'tzara Ve'u Nisi Umanos Li Ve'nakosi Ve'yomekra Ve'nakosi Ve'yomekra Ve'yaro
הייתי שם
ואמרו כי גאיתי אדוני לי אלוהי רע אדוני לי
Very nice. Thank you to the cantor and the cantor and the mother of the cantor and father. Okay. I guess we're rising for the closing benediction.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך,
May the Lord bless you and keep you.
יאיר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך,
Lord, make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום.
The Lord turn his face unto you, grant you peace. We'll say amen.
אמן, אמן. שבת שלום.
Shabbat shalom.
שבת, 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 שבת שלום.
Shabbat shalom.
שבת שלום.
Shabbat, Shabbat,
Agun Shabbos. Now is the time to schmooze. Schmooze time. 5 minutes of schmooze time.
Right.
Very much without some schnapps.
Schmooze. No, schmooze.
Schmooze.
No, schmooze. Schmooze.
The schmooze?
No, schmooze, no. Schmooze, nicht schmooze, nicht schmooze. Schmooze.
Sarah, where are you in Cantor at?
A little yachnerai.
I am Betsy.
Classy.
Nice to meet
He would
Ya podés, Mira quién está.
Sarah, your voice is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It feels like home being with you guys, even though I was only there in person once. It still feels like home.
We love to
Because
hear
we
that.
have Southern hospitality. Southern hospitality.
It's a southern accent, by the way.
Yeah.
Doreen, who is the Duck Dynasty?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that. I said that's a Joni.
Oh.
Duck Dynasty, who are you? And they got their camera.
Wow.
I asked them to start the video. I don't know.
There you go. Hey,
Dania, mira, te saludan todos. Mira, Rita. Sí, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. There you go. I don't know.
Hi, Mrs. Shapiro.
Hi.
Sitting in front of his laptop.
She's very cute.
Sarah, where are you? Are you in New Hampshire as well? Sarah, are you in New Hampshire?
Oh, no, I live in Massachusetts. Not far, but it's about an hour away from my parents.
We're in Massachusetts. I'm from there as well.
Oh, Acton?
Acton,
near
okay.
Concord?
That's where the shul is, actually.
I was on South Shore.
Oh, great. Where?
Oh, Provincetown, Cape Cod, Randolph, Milton,
Ooh,
Mattapan,
nice.
Dorchester.
She was in many places.
Oh,
You didn't pay the rent? What's happening?
the more places to live in.
And we love Doreen's Boston accent. It's great.
I don't have an accent. You guys do.
Sarah, send our best regards to your husband, please. It was
Thank you.
so lovely to meet him.
Oh, yes, I'll tell him.
Okay.
Okay.
So everybody,
Okay.
next
Nice to
Saturday,
see
week from
everyone.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Shabbat Shalom.
Tomorrow,
Happy
Saturday
enough.
morning.
Have a good night.
Everybody, good Shabbos.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Shabbat
See you on Monday. See you on Monday morning and tomorrow for the.
Stay well.
Ciao.
Abdallah.
Cantor Javier. Is he there?
Yeah, he's there.
Did he leave?
No, he left, yeah.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
I wanted to say I was trying to lip read with you because if you lip read, I think we don't flash as much, but it's hard to keep.
No. This platform is not. It's a platform to talk, not to sing. And if you are going to sing, is to sing once a time. It's like a walkie-talkie that you have to sing. Change you.
Exactly.
It's like that.
Unless you're
To
totally
be able to sing at the same time, we have to add different equipment or programs to this platform.
even that you can't on Zoom. They can't do it. You can't do it in Zoom. They explained it on TV the other day.
It's a different platform. Yeah, that we have to use.
Exactly. Yeah, and you have to be.
But it is what it is, and so when you cannot do, you buy it, and if you don't buy it, you do what you can. So this is.
Thank you. Toda rabba.
Bye. Shabbat Shalom to everyone.
Shabbat Shalom. Doreen, thank you. You had to keep doing on, off.
Cantor is doing it actually. He does. I make. Rabbi co-host.
So I see. Okay.
On and off as well. Yeah. That way it gives them a choice what they want to do.
Absolutely.
How's New Hampshire? Is it nice and cool out there?
No.
There have been some days when we were at Aging Gracefully. This past Monday, it was hotter here than it was in Florida.
Aww.
That's right.
At night though.
Where?
It gets cooler at night. That's the one. It doesn't cool off here at night.
Yeah, it's been pretty hot. Today was very nice. But it's been hot.
What part of New Hampshire are you in? Our son lives in Farmington. He just moved to Farmington from Rochester.
Oh, okay. I know where Rochester is. I'm not familiar with Farmington. We live in Manchester.
Okay, we visited there when we saw him.
Oh, okay, cool.
He took us to all the sites. It was really cool.
Nice.
We passed by the school on Manchester. We went to downtown Manchester, and he showed us all the sites. It's very beautiful there. I could see why he likes it.
Yeah, my relatives in Manchester many years ago. My aunt passed away, and there was no rabbis up there. There was no shul up there. This was like probably 60 years ago.
We have 3 in Manchester.
And now you may, but then
I know. 60 years ago, Mel said there were 2.
Not
He
in
was here.
Rochester. They lived in Rochester.
Oh, okay, yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah,
So it was interesting. We had to bring bagels from Boston all the time.
of course.
of course. And from Chelsea, where I came from originally.
My grandparents lived there for a while. That was like Monroe. Yeah, but that was, it's, New Hampshire's nice. I used to go skiing there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Maine's my favorite state though. Sorry, you guys. The mountains and the ocean, you know, it's the best of both worlds.
It is.
All right, everybody, I'm ending. Have a good Shabbat.
Bye, guys.
Shabbos, everybody.
Shabbos, everyone.
Bye-bye.